There he is. Throwed it in his mouth. There's another one running there. All right, guys. That was pretty cool. Oh, it's a really dark day. There's one right there running. One up there running. All right, there's 4 of them. This is kind of a little honey hole area. Y'all have seen me hook on to several of them in this. When I come up through that little hole, I always get ready because there's normally, if I hadn't been here in a while, and I haven't, I'm trying to get a chance to put my stake down. This is the first. I don't have everything together on this thing. I don't want to lose him. I don't. Whoa. Don't be going under here. Oh well, that's just landing. I don't think we're going to get another one right here anyway. Sometime I get another shot at some against that bank. But it goes around over there. Well, that's a nice thick one. All right. Wow. Well, guys, thanks for coming out. He's hooked good. Settle down. I always give him a little time to rest. You know, I don't get too excited right here. This kind of falls back on my years of commercial fishing when I used to run trot lines for catfish. You always gotta look where that hook is at and just kind of don't get excited. Let him settle down. Once he settles down, you'll see it's time to pull him in. Once he has this little fight, if you get excited, stay excited, they stay excited. You know, fishing with that same number 24 H&H grub. All right, that's just a nice keeper. About 21 and a half, 22. Well, it's kind of overcast. We had kind of a north wind blowing all night, and so I don't know what it's going to be like today. The tide is out. I'm back in the sea drift area. I'm not sea drift, the 6 mile area, because the north wind blew enough to blow the tide out. I wasn't able to fish this area for a while because the tide was higher than I like. Because I like, you know, my style of fishing, I like to see them. And so over here, a lot of times the tide will be extremely high, and sea drift area, it won't be as bad. It's just the lay of the land. It's the way the water is over there. The tide don't raise that area and lower it like it does over here. But all right, fellas, we're gonna see if we can get around here. I normally do good right there, but sometime I catch one around this corner here. I guess we'll work that bank. And it's beautiful today. Not a lot of wind yet, so, but not very visible either. If I wouldn't have seen his tail come out of the water, I would have thought that was a mullet. But all right, let's move on. All right, guys, y'all see that? I just turned the camera back on. That guy is almost all the way out of the water. I know this is going to take a little while to get to him. Now he swam off a little deeper. But, oh, here's one right here, but I want him. I want him because we saw him. I still got an eye on him. A lot of pressure here. Where you at? Oh, too short. Too short. Now I can't see exactly where he's at. There's one right here, but where are you at, fella? Now I can't see. There's something in the water right there. I think he knows I'm here. I don't see him, guys. I don't see him. Oh, I see him. I see him, but he sees me too. He sees me too. Sometimes they'll still bite. Sometimes they won't. Well, that's craziness. That was my fault. If I'd have thrown it 6 feet further, he would have nailed it. Oh man, that was bad, but that's okay. I mean, that's fishing. I don't get them all. There's fish here. We should do okay. We should do all right today. Boy, that was a big one though. Yeah. Well, there we go, fellas. I done went up in this little pocket one time, made the circle, went around, and I said I was so sure that I knew where I was at, and I wasn't sure of where I was at. So I said, oh, I got to go back around or that paddle around there again where I just been. I said I don't like backtracking. Sometimes the Lord will have us backtrack for a reason. Well, look at that reason. Whoa, whoa, don't get off. But yeah, there's a ditch up there, I think, that goes on up further. And thing is, last time I was up here, I did the same thing. I made this little in this pocket, but either there or there, somewhere there's a ditch that goes up to the main part I fish in. And I remember last time I paddled around, then I went back around and went up there, and it didn't pay off. Had to turn around. But I'm quite sure that somewhere in that corner there's a ditch that goes up. But moral of the story is, sometimes backtracking pays off, because he wasn't here a while ago showing himself like that. Now I had seen a couple. Oh, keep this thing off them oysters. See them oysters? I don't know if they show up. It's not really oysters, some kind of clam, but they're sharp. I've talked about them before. The tide is out just low enough to really hurt this board. And speaking of this board, one of you guys asked me about it. Is it durable and how's it holding up and all the things? Well, and he asked if it was inflatable or a hard one. And instead of just answering him right away, I said, well, I'll go to the website and I got it off Amazon. I said, I'll just shoot a link to him. Well, that was a bad mistake on my part. I went to the website, looked at it, and well, that's a big old fat rascal too. And they had them for $4.99. I paid $6.99. I had to go back and look at my invoice. I thought, well, maybe I'm remembering it wrong. I said, well, why would they drop $200? Well, so it cost me. It cost me, but you cost me $500, but I got one on the way, a spare. I mean, all it would take. I mean, they're tough. They're really tough. What did y'all get that, or did I not say it? 24. But look how fat he is. That rascal's almost as wide as he is long. Not really, but yeah, that was awesome, guys. But the moral of the story again is, I got one on the way, $200 cheaper than what I paid for this one. And I'm not endorsed by them, but you know, if something happened to this one, if I punched a hole in it, then I would have to go back to my bot. I got a bot that's 12 foot that y'all have seen me fish off of, and it's okay, but it's just narrow. And when it's narrow, you can't set up high like this, and it's just not the same when you're sitting down low on the water. You can't see. Now, if you're not sight casting like I do, it doesn't matter that much, but when you're sight casting, you need to be high enough to really see. But then again, standing up is not good for me. Every time I stand up, they see me before I see them. I don't know, something about in this setting position is just the right height for me to get up on them. and get them. But your how do they say, yours may vary, your experiences may vary. But anyway, yeah, so I got one on the way as a spare, or one that if like, you know, I go out with somebody, I don't have to get on the smaller board then. Whoa, y'all guys probably didn't hear that, but that was sassy redfish just popped right there. And you know, he shouldn't be doing that. He knows what can happen to him. All right, I don't know, I still don't see that ditch from right here, but I think it's here. But anyway, regardless, it was good for me to come back this direction. Yeah, I ain't seeing it, guys. I might still be lost. I don't know why y'all watching me. I don't even know where I'm at most of the time. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna come up here. See, you can't see nothing, but it's got to be here somewhere. Is that a red? Yeah, see, it don't look like nothing until you get right up here. Then it turns and opens up into the, there she is. Well, I'm glad I missed it the first time, so I had a chance to come around. All right, let's don't make this video that long, but I am going to show the whole board one day again. I've done it before, it really hadn't changed, but I might do it again. But this ground is kind of muddy. I hate to step off of it and then I'll get bogged down in the mud. But all right, guys, let's move on to the next one. All right, we got one up in a hole. I think it's a hole, might be a ditch. Where'd you go? Oh, there he is. Look at him up on the bank. Man, I can see his eyeballs. He's begging. Get off the bank. Oh, that gets your blood pumping. Come on now. Come on. Come turn this way. Don't go. Looky, looky. Don't blow it. Don't blow it. Oh, I blowed it. I blowed it big time. I think he still knows them. He's looking for it. Oh, that ain't good. Ain't good. Now I can't see him. Now I can't see him, and he's probably gonna swim right here. Whoa, there he went. You dirty dog. You dirty dog. Well, you know, only I could screw that one up, I think. Man, guys, oh. Oh my. My blood pressure done rose like 30 points and I still didn't get the fish. Oh, but it was fun anyway, guys. Oh man, but it swam by him a time or two. I think you know, some fish just don't react the same. Others will ran right to it, but oh well, maybe you don't get them all, so let's move on. All right, guys, I just thought I would give or show this boat off a little on the end of this video. Show my two fine fish. They were nice reds, and just kind of give y'all a kind of look from the ground. You see I got a little patch of tape there, and then if you walk around to this side, one ugly piece of tape there. I need to trim it up, make it look a little better. It's just a little ugly, but the reason I have that tape there is there's a couple little spots where just the outside layer was cut by something, but you can look, there's a little scratch here, but it's not even through the first layer. But there and on the other side had a spot that was a little bit more. It's like you see a tire where the outside tread is showing. You still have a couple of layers, but you know, I didn't want to hit the same spot twice. But no, here she is. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but I just built this out of some PVC pipe. It's about 17 inches to the top of the seat, because that's how it fits for me. Sitting just sitting pretty, not ugly old box here. But yeah, I really like it. Like I say, I have another one coming just as a backup. Can't hardly beat it. It's only 26 pounds. Now it's a wind catcher, like I say, but if you can get to the marsh on a calmer day, it will get really skinny. Now people ask me, do I inflate it and deflate it every time? No, I don't. I did from the beginning, but now I leave it aired up. But it's getting a little, it probably doesn't have 2 pounds of air in it, and I don't know, I mean, they want you to have like 15 or something in it. But as long as, you know, I slid it off a bank and I stepped on it, and it actually kind of folded up like a taco. And so I said, yeah, I think before I go out again, I'm going to go ahead and air it up a little bit. But it don't need to have 15. If you were standing up on it and you were trying to surf the waves and you wanted it super stiff, you might want that much. But it's kind of like a balloon. If you have it so tight and then you hit something sharp, you're going to pop it easier, I think, with that much pressure. But that's it. That's it. Nothing really special. I want to build a seat that's easy to just set from the height that it's at now down to what I do. If I'm in a wind right now, I have to pop these up off here and set that seat down, take this rack and put it back over behind the box or up under there, and fight through the wind, because there's no way to paddle against a strong wind up sitting high like that. But if you set that seat on a real low, you can paddle into a pretty strong wind. Not easy, but you can do it. But all right guys, that's about it. I guess I better clean these reds, and just want to say God bless, and we'll see y'all next time.